Hello, this is Michele Knight and this is the Astrological update for the whole of November for Aries. Well, this month, the beginning of the month anyway, you're still dealing with those power issues and vulnerabilities and a lot of communication connected to the past. There's that shadow work still going on, issues of power and powerlessness, and also maybe issues connected to money and business and inheritance in some way. And it all feels very deep and dark, but ultimately it's very transformative. And the whole point is it brings you into your true power. Anything you've swept under the carpet is going to be gone once and for all if you've had the courage to deal with it. On the 3rd, we have a new moon. And this new moon is in the position for you of all of that stuff. But as it's a new moon, it means you're ready to let go, move forward, transform. But bear in mind, until the 10th, Mercury, the planet of communication, is still going backwards. So there still may be temptation from the past coming towards you and various aspects that you need to look at so that you can step through. So the next phase that's approaching, which is all about adventure, stretching yourself, and learning and optimism, actually, thank goodness. You have to sort of clear the stuff away before you can leap in towards the end of the month to that newfound sense of freedom. Make sure you do the work. We have a 4-planet stellium in that energy on the 3rd, and you know, even Saturn's getting involved. There's some hard lessons to learn, certainly at the beginning of this month. Venus, the planet of love, shifts signs on the 5th. And it's making you quite serious about your relationships and thinking about your relationships almost in the way you would a business, looking at it from a very practical point of view, which actually is very unlike you because you're very spontaneous when it comes to love. And actually, if you've got some kind of connection with someone at work, there's an attraction, this, that, and the other, later on in the month, there is a Venus and Pluto conjunction that could bring that to a head. And that Venus-Pluto conjunction can also bring your relationship to a head in a general sense, because you're thinking about who you are in the world, and you're also thinking about your relationship, whether that enhances or detracts from what you're doing out there. But it could also mean that your partner is going through something where they feel that they want to be a bit more independent. But either way, there is a big transformation. And as I'm fond of saying, Pluto doesn't take any prisoners. When a Plutonian thing happens, it's boom, transformation and change. But the good thing about you, Aries, is you're not only going towards a time of being very optimistic, you handle transformation better than most signs. We have also Jupiter, the planet of expansion and good fortune, going retrograde, going backwards in the position for you of home and family. You may be reflecting on where you've lived in the past. There may be something connected to your family from the past, which could end up being quite good for you. I don't mind Jupiter retrograde normally. Some people say it can take your good fortune backwards, but I believe that it can bring you something, some treasure from the past. And for you, as I say, it's all about home and family. Mercury is going direct, thank goodness, on the 10th. So all of this heavy, intense, walking through treacle and communication issues that are all quite loaded suddenly feel a lot lighter, and you've got your spring back in your step. That Venus-Pluto conjunction I was talking about is on the 15th, but just before that, we have Neptune, the planet of enlightenment and illusion, going forward. And it's actually for you in that position of enlightenment or illusion. And you're able, and you should have been actually dealing with some issue to do with the past connected to either addiction, illusions, or previous belief systems. And you're ready to evolve, to move forward, to take that energy further for yourself. Chiron is also going direct on the 18th. I love Chiron, but Chiron is very intense because Chiron is the wounded healer. And for you, it's also in that position. There's a lot of energy coming up, including the full moon on the 17th and Chiron going direct on the 18th, which is all about your intuition and about synchronicity, about your psychic ability, about secrets, about maybe debauchery, but it's like all that, you know, that stuff without boundaries. You don't really like that because you're like, I don't want this airy-fairy. Boom! Give me the facts. Tell me what to do, or don't in fact, don't tell me what to do because I'm going to do what I want to do. Boom! Now, because I feel it. You know, your intuition is very fiery, whereas that energy that's coming up for you at the end of the month is all a bit emotional, like you can't quite put your finger on it. So try and stay as clear as possible. Because Chiron's going direct, I would imagine that you've gone through some deep healing, and all that energy of the 8th house that's been around you has also brought up issues for you. But right now, it's about leaving that behind, going into it, leaving it behind, swimming through it and seeing daylight. Not only daylight, adventure, as we move into, from the 23rd, the sun shifting signs and making you go, whoo, hello, happy days are here again. And then on the 23rd, there's also a grand fire trine. So you're back from being within to bouncing around without, feeling adventurous, optimistic, excited about life, hungry and thirsty for knowledge. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.